Hey everybody, it's that time of year again, E3 time boys. Last year it got cancelled, everybody had their own events, but this year we actually got it. So I'm going to be going over my predictions for E3 2021. First off, Nintendo. What I'm going to do with Nintendo is I'm going to do one good, one bad thing. One thing they're going to do, one thing they're not going to do. So what I predict is they will probably give out some Zelda 30th anniversary info. It has been forever since we got anything based off of the Zelda 35th anniversary. And the last time we got anything, it was $60 Skyward Sword remake, an amiibo, and some controllers. Yeah, I mean, honestly, people care about it, I get it, but we need more than that for the 30th anniversary. It's Zelda 30th or 35th, whatever. I think we need to get Twilight Princess HD. Not only Skyward Sword, but Twilight Princess. I think that would be a very cool addition, maybe a different game, maybe we get like a collection of all the NES and SNES ones, but I'm not really sure. I just want some more Zelda news. It has been forever. I know we're not going to get anything about anything else. I want some, maybe a Game & Watch or something. That'd be cool. But yeah, moving on from that, I don't think they'll talk about Bayonetta 3 at all. It has been so long since they have even mentioned Bayonetta 3. At this point, it might as well get canceled. This is why, and I don't understand why game developers don't do this. You don't announce a game is in development 400 years before the game comes out. First of all, people are going to get anxious about it. That's just how it goes. That's how it's been for Bayonetta. That's how it's been for every other game, Metroid Prime. And look at where Cyberpunk ended up after they announced it 7 years before they released it. And it wasn't even good. It was a terrible game. So what they need to do is they need to stop announcing games so early. So I do not want to see anything that's like, oh yeah, we're going to get Splatoon 4. I mean, we don't even have Splatoon 3, dude. It's like saying that. So I definitely do think that we will get Bayonetta 3 news soon, just not on the E3 Direct. I do not think we will hear anything about Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 because they specifically said they're going to announce it at a later date later this year. I don't think that means in June. I think that means around the fall time, maybe winter. We might get some character reveals, maybe some gameplay. I don't think the game will come out until maybe next year around summer. Maybe 2023 winter, I'm not really sure. I'm not really expecting much out of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 right now. We just had Breath of the Wild 1 a couple years ago. I think they need to take their time with it. I'd rather have them take their time than rush the game and end up like Cyberpunk or, you know, Crackdown 3, some bad game like that. The next thing I think they're going to talk about is Smash. I think we're going to get another Smash character. I'm hoping for Dante, because I'll talk about a little bit about Dante and Devil May Cry later, but I really hope that we see Dante or some other character in Smash. And now there's been a lot of news recently about Dante being in Smash. There's been a lot of talk about Hideaki Itsuno talking to Sakurai about having him in the game. That would be amazing. That would be a dream come true. That'd be the last character I even want in Smash directly, and like directly, indirectly, anything. I don't care. I won't complain anymore. I mean, obviously I want Yuna or Kami and stuff, but they're Mii costumes. I don't care. I think Dante's the last addition that I would really need, and maybe Crash, I don't know. That's just for the fans though. I'm not a really big Crash fan. I just think Crash would be cool. So, I don't think, however, that they will talk about Fighter Pass 3. As Sakurai said in one of his recent blog posts, he is thinking about retiring, or that's the way it was translated. You know, we don't know for sure, but most people think that he might be retiring. We might get another Smash game a couple years from now, but I don't believe we're going to get another Fighter Pass. I think there's going to be 2 or 3 more characters, and that's it. The 2 in the Fighter Pass, and then there's one kind of leak. We might get a couple more fighters, and that'll be it. I'm hoping, you know, again, I'm hoping Dante's on there, man. Another thing I think we'll get is a Switch Pro news or some themes, something new for Switch. I'm really hoping Switch Pro, that would be amazing. And I've heard a lot of talk about themes recently for the Switch, you know, like the home screen and stuff. I really need my themes, man. That'd be so cool. Smash themes, Breath of the Wild themes, making your Switches look amazing. Maybe background music, that would be cool. That would be insane. Like the 3DS type themes, I'm so excited. I'm really hyped for themes if we get themes. The other thing though, the Switch Pro, I'm thinking a big maybe on the announcement. I'm thinking more so maybe next Direct, maybe the Fall Direct or something. I don't know if we're going to get news just yet. I know we're probably not going to get a release date, so I'm being pretty optimistic. I'm really hoping we get some news about Switch Pro, some themes, something like that. Be amazing. Now, however, I don't think they're going to be talking about Metroid Prime 4. It's same thing with Bayonetta. It has been so long, nothing about Metroid has come up at all recently. No anniversaries, nothing. I think they might wait until, I believe it's next year, maybe the year after, when it's the 30th of Metroid. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. I'd love to hear some news. However, I do think that we might hear about some Metroid Prime HD collection, maybe 1 through 3. That would be amazing. I would love to see Metroid Prime on the Switch, not just the 4th, but every single game. That'd be amazing. A lot of new fans could play the games again. Something like No More Heroes did, right? Where they had the 2 games and they just threw them on the Switch. I think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be a really cool thing for them to do, and I really hope that they do it. it, but you know, no promises. I'm just thinking optimistically here. Next thing I think that they might do is Devil May Cry 4 on Switch. It has been a while since they released 1, 2, and 3, and I think the next one is going to be 4. I don't think they're going to skip 4 and go to 5. That wouldn't make sense, because then why would they skip 2? So I think that 4 will be the next game. I think that they will do it sooner than later. However, I don't think Devil May Cry 5 will get announced for the Switch ever. Now, that's not to say that maybe we might get some news down the line for the Switch Pro, like a Switch Pro version. It's just Devil May Cry 5 is a really big game, and I could see it on the Switch. It's just 4 is a lot more reasonable since it's a 360 game, and that's what I believe right now is what we're going to be seeing. Next thing I think we're going to hear some news about is Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3 hasn't been talked about at all since it came out. All we've seen is Inkopolis, we've seen a trailer, so I'd love to see some story. I'd love to see another thing on the story. I think a lot of this direct is going to be focused on Splatoon 3, or an announcement saying we're going to have a Splatoon 3 direct. Same with Breath of the Wild 2. I think we're going to get an announcement for like themed direct. So yeah, super excited about that. Now the next thing I want to move on to is Xbox. Now Xbox, I think, will release one thing this year. They will talk about one thing that, you know, that I care about. I'm not a huge Xbox fan. I just have one to play with some friends, but I think they are going to talk about Halo Infinite. It is a pretty big game. A lot of people want to see Halo Infinite this year. I think it'll come out this year later, definitely, but I think we should get some gameplay, maybe with some ray tracing, you know, just to see how cool the Xbox is and everything. Next thing that I want to talk about is PlayStation. Now, this is specific to PlayStation. This isn't just games. So, I think we will get to have news on, I think we'll get some news on the PS5 VR. Ooh boy, am I excited for this one. The PS5 VR has been hinted at so often. Sony literally announced the PS5 VR controllers. We are definitely getting a PS5 VR. I just would like to see how it looks. I'd like to see some gameplay, how it's going to function, some games that are coming out on it, etc, etc. More stuff for the PS5 VR. I would love to see that. Next thing I think we're going to hear about out of Sony is maybe some FNAF news, because that's usually where it comes from. We don't really hear FNAF news from Scott itself unless it's from the website. We usually hear it from the PlayStation Directs or whatever those are. I think we're gonna see something, maybe a release date, like a hard concrete one. I don't remember if we got one, but maybe like a hard concrete release date for the new FNAF game. Maybe a FNAF VR sequel, maybe, I doubt it, but maybe something new for the FNAF franchise just besides that one game. I don't really know. Next thing, and the last thing I think they'll talk about, that at least I know about right now, I can't speculate anything about new franchises, I mean, that's kind of hard to do, is Final Fantasy VII Part 2 Remake. I think we'll get some news on it. We just got the PS5 upgrade, or whatever that was. I think we're going to get some Final Fantasy VII Part 2 Remake news. That would be great. I think it's going to be a 3-parter, but it might be a 2-parter. I'm not really sure. I hope it's a 3-parter so they don't have to cram it all in there. But you know, if it works better in a 2-parter, make it a 2-parter. I don't care. So, next thing I want to talk about is games in general. Now, this is just games. It can be for PS4, Xbox, you know, whatever, as long as it's not really an exclusive. I think we are going to hear something about Devil May Cry. It has been forever since we have gotten news. The last thing we got news about is DMC Mobile, and that was a long time ago, man. I'm thinking we're gonna get some DMC news on maybe Devil May Cry 6, just maybe like a, you know, like a trailer or something. I'm not thinking release it anytime soon. I'm thinking release it maybe 5-6 years. But I think we will get something like a DMC 2 reboot or a remake. Not the reboot sequel, maybe the reboot sequel, I hope not. But maybe something like DMC 2, but remade, and with Virgil in it or something. I've heard a lot of people talk about remaking DMC 2 and putting Virgil in it. That would be amazing. And if we don't get news on anything else like that, then just maybe some DMC Mobile news. Maybe just a release date officially, or some new things, or maybe a port to consoles that'll actually make it look amazing or something. I'm not really sure, but maybe some DMC Mobile news, something like that. Next thing I think we'll hear about is the JoJo game. Whoa, has it been a while since we've got a JoJo game. And not only have we got one, but like the news came out with IGN leaking it and everything, and I think that we are going to get a JoJo game at E3. There is no way we are not getting a JoJo game or a Dragon Ball game. Something big in the anime world. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling One Piece World Seeker, but better. And honestly, I'm excited for this new JoJo game. I'm excited if it's the Battle Royale. I'm excited if it's just a new IP altogether. I'm excited if it's anything, honestly. I'm really excited to see some JoJo news in the form of the gaming world. It has been forever. And the last thing that I think that we will see is the Persona 3 port, or the Persona 1 and 2 port. Something about Persona. It is the anniversary of Persona this year. We need some information, guys. I mean, it's been forever since we've we've heard anything about Persona. And that's not only just Strikers or anything, I know we have that. I'm talking mainline series. Persona 3 port, Persona 2 port, Persona 1 and 2 port. Something big. Maybe even a new thing altogether. Maybe a new spin-off of SMT. Maybe a new spin-off of just Persona. Maybe another Persona dancing game. Maybe something like Persona dancing. I don't know, Persona racing. Persona battle royale. I don't know. I want to see some more Persona news, boys. So, yeah, that's about it for my predictions. A couple of things that I might think might happen, you know, just like little things. Borderlands 3 maybe get ported to Switch because we have 1 and 2 and, you know, everything else. Maybe some Skate 4. I don't know. We haven't heard a lot of news about Skate 4 recently. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm not expecting too much out of E3 this year, but I'm definitely expecting something, right? I want to see some new news. I know it's COVID, so a lot of stuff has gone down the poop drain, but I'm really excited to see new stuff. I want to see a lot of new information come out from Switch, from Xbox, from Sony. I want to see some Atlas information, some Capcom information, maybe a new Mega Man game. I don't know. Let's just see some new information, guys. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I am going to stream maybe more often, maybe do some more stuff because, you know, school it out. I'm really excited to get back to YouTube full-time, or at least part-time, something like that. So yeah, guys, let me know what your E3 predictions are in the comments below. I am super excited for E3. I'm super excited to hear your guys' opinions too, because I would love to see what you guys think is going to happen. And with that, see you next time. Bye.